Hey everyone, this is Jessica at Cherokee Rose, and today I thought we'd talk a little bit about the steps that we take here on the farm to get our girls ready for kidding season. This is Keepsake. She is about 4 weeks out from kidding, and we're going to use her as our model today. The three things that we do are, one, their pre-kidding clip. We just clip most of the hair off of their rear ends and their tail, and that's mostly for hygiene purposes. And then we also want to give them their CD&T vaccine, and we want to give them their Bose shot. This is Bose. It is a prescription that you're going to get from your vet, but it is selenium and vitamin E. And the reason you want to give this to your does is that a baby that's born selenium deficient will have, it's called floppy kid syndrome, but they're born very weak. Sometimes it's hard for them to stand up and it's hard for them to suckle. So you want to make sure that you give this to the dam about 4 weeks before kidding, so that it can go ahead and cross through the placenta and go into that baby, so that you are you've got a nice strong kid when it's born. So you've got this, and then we've also got our CD&T vaccine. Now this is an over-the-counter vaccine. You can get it at Jeffers. Make sure you get it overnighted to you, because it's got to be shipped in a cooler with an ice pack and kept cold all the time. So CD&T vaccinates against tetanus and also Clostridium perfinigens, which is basically enterotoxemia or overeater's disease. You want to make sure you also give this to the dam about 4 weeks before kidding, so that that immunity can pass over into the kid's body. You're going to be worried about tetanus with those kids, because when you disbud, they could get tetanus. Also, they can get enterotoxemia when they drink too much milk. So you want to make sure you do this as well 4 weeks out. This is going to be 2 cc's. It's subcutaneous, and the Bose is 2.5 cc's per 100 pounds. So you just want to either weigh your doe or use a weight tape. We've done that already, because our scale is in the other room, in the milk room. So we've done that. We know how much Keepsake weighs. So we're going to get her up on the stand now and start with her pre-kidding clip. Okay, so we've got Keepsake up here on her milk stand, and we're going to start on her pre-kidding clip. I've just got a regular set of Andis clippers, and we've got a number 10 blade on them. And what we want to do is really clip up here around her legs, up to her hip bones, back down again. You want to get her tail, and you want to get her udder. She hasn't started building an udder yet, so it's a little bit harder, but you just want to kind of clean this off, and it's really just for hygienic purposes. When she kids and afterwards, there's going to be some discharge, and goats don't like water, and they surely don't like a bath. So it's really hard to get that discharge off if it's stuck in their hair. So it's just easier to get rid of the hair, and that way you can just wipe it off if you need to. Also, we milk, so I like to get the hair off the udder and off the forudder, so that you're not getting dirt in your milk. If you're letting your kids nurse on their dam, I think it's also a little bit easier if they're not kind of looking through hair to find those teats in the beginning. So we're just going to start here now. Okay, so we finished Keepsake's clipping, and we're going to do her injections next. So we just got a little alcohol here. We're going to go over the ribs on the CD&T. Some people do it right under their arm here, kind of at their armpit, but I like to do it over the ribs, because sometimes it leaves a knot from the injection site as a reaction, and it just, I think if we're going to have a knot, I'd rather have it over the ribs as at that underarm. So again, you've got your CD&T injection. Clean off that top. We're going to do 2 cc's. We've got a little 18 gauge needle here, and a little 3 cc syringe. You just want to pull up a tint into that skin where you've done the alcohol. Go go ahead and inject and just give it a good rub. All right. Okay, so we've got the CD&T. We're going to do the same thing with the Bosie. Just clean off that top. We're going to do 3 cc's on Keepsake. Again, I'm going to pull this up and then I'm going to move to the other side. We've already weighed her, so we know how much she weighs. And you can either do that on a scale if you've got it, or you can do a weight tape. Either is fine. We do Bosie on our girls twice a year, once right before they kid, and then again 6 months later. You can overdose on selenium, so you do want to be careful how often you give it, but you always need to have it on hand for them. So, let me move around. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And, all right, get it in there. And you just pull that tent up. Give it to her under the skin. Give it a good rub. All right. And she is finished and ready to go. Again, we do this for all of our girls about 4 weeks before they kid. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below, and we hope you will like it and subscribe. Thanks.